All right, here is my other pencil pointer. This one definitely is a pencil pointer. You can see it right here. It says so. This is the Jupiter N model. This was actually manufactured for quite a while. It was actually they built quite a few of these, believe it or not. It's a monstrosity. It's very large. There's a good story that comes with this. Well, let me just show you a bit, and I'll tell you the story. It has a removable tray for the shavings, and if you buy one of these, make sure that you get one with a tray. Otherwise, it's hard to find that tray by itself. So get one with the tray. There is a beautiful crank with beautiful painting. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. It's a very nice gold paint. There's a very thin, fine line that's been painted around it. There's some text on the back that's a bit of it's obliterated. There's some markings here that I know you can't read, but it says Germany. So this is a German pencil pointer, and it just tells you how to maintenance, like clean it and dry it, to make sure it functions correctly. Let me show you how it holds a pencil. It doesn't hold very long pencils, I don't think. I guess it does. So it's like a lathe. It has a cutting end. There's a blade right here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me zoom in a bit. So this is the cutting edge. There's a sawtooth gear here that acts as the cutting. This gear is a transmission drive onto this gear and spins it. So the pencil kind of goes in right here, and then this thing's gonna cut on the side of that pencil there. Okay, and so let's go back out here and look at the back end. The back end has a little spot here to kind of hold the back end of the pencil. So once it's loaded in, the whole pencil is held end to end, like in a lathe, I said. And if you then crank the handle, let me see if I can crank this without getting away with getting in. I'll stand back here. You can see that as you turn the crank, it spins the cutting blade. It also turns a shaft that has a gear that turns the pencil part. And in order to get the pencil to go in there and get cut, you actually have to apply some pressure. So there's a can you see that? Yeah, there's a thumb paddle right here and little grab posts. So you grab one of those posts and you can apply pressure to the pencil while you crank. I have to do this backwards. So I'm applying pressure and turning, and it works really poorly. I can't do it left-handed and upside down, but anyway, you get the idea. As you turn it, it grinds it, drops the shavings in there, it goes round and round and round. There's the story behind it was that I had no idea these things existed, and I was at a museum. If you ever have a chance to go there, there's one of the world's best train museums in Sacramento, California, and they have some historical things there. The Transcontinental Railway started on the two sides, and people on this side, Crocker of Crocker Bank, and some other folks gave a bunch of money on this side. A bunch of people gave money on that side. A lot of people got rich. One of the guys who was involved in all of that was Stanford. yes, of Stanford University fame. His wife sort of started that up. Stanford was a cattleman here. He had a very large ranch in what would now be called Silicon Valley, and he made a lot of money with putting trains up and down California, and then got involved in the transcontinental thing. Later on became governor of California. Anyway, there's a wonderful train museum, and in the train museum is a bunch of Stanford's stuff, since he, you know, blah, 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 blah. The golden spike that was driven in Promontory in Utah is at Stanford University. You can go there, you can see the golden spike. Anyway, so Stanford was quite involved in trains and everything, and when he was governor, he had a lot of money and did a lot of cool things, and they saved his office, and they basically took everything out of his office and saved all that stuff. He had a horse carriage that was really cool. That's at the museum, there at the train museum. Anyway, his office desk and everything is at the museum. And there was a cabinet with stuff that would have been on his office desk, you know, pens and paper and just kind of stuff. And there was one of these. And I looked in this glass case and I stared at it for the longest time. It didn't have a pencil in it. It was just sitting there. And I don't think that one had the lettering, I don't think, held up on his. Otherwise, I might have figured it out. Or maybe it was just dark or something, I forget. Anyway, I couldn't figure out what the heck that thing was. And then even, I think when I figured out it was a pencil pointer, I didn't even know what a pencil pointer meant. But anyway, I think Jupiter, I don't remember how I kind of figured out exactly what it was I should be searching for. But I went on the eBay, and for about a year, I searched these things out looking for a good model that had the cup, because you need the cup, and that was pretty rare. I spent a lot of money on this stupid thing. Forget what I paid for it, but yeah, it's pretty cool.